Hello everyone. Let us solve the definition we solved in the previous video, that is to read an input and check whether it is an integer or not. Now we are going to use the parseInt and the parseFloat here. But the catch here is parse is a function where it starts extracting a character from the beginning of the string as long as it does not come across a non-valid character. But what if the user has not entered the whole input as a correct valid input? So we will be using one more function in the background, and that is going to be the number function. So first thing, I'll convert the whole string into a number, and we will make sure that it is a number and that we have not entered any non-numeric characters into the input text box. Next, we will try and convert the input into a integer, and likewise we will try and convert the input into a floating point value as well. Now you should observe that the letters N, I and F are to be written in capital. Now we need to do the checking here. So two things we will check, and that is the B should not be NaN. So I will be applying the is NaN. Okay, so what should not be NaN? B should not be NaN. That means the conversion must have succeeded. And so B is not NaN, that means it is a number, and the values of C are same as D. Now given the situation, we know that since it is not a number, not NaN, that means it is a number, and the values of C and D are same, that means it is an integer number. We can carry on with the same if we want to come out with the other solution saying it is not an integer. So it is not NaN, that means it is a number, and C is not equal to D. Then I would go and say not an integer input. That means it is a number, but it is not an integer input. Otherwise, we would throw an error in input. Let us see. So when I put in a number like 123, it says it is an integer number. If I try putting in a number with fractional part, so it says it is a number, but it is not an integer number. And if I put in any extra characters, non-numeric characters, it would say there is error in the input. Right? So the catch here is to use the isNaN function to make sure that whatever was entered within the text box here is a number or not. So it should not be converted into NaN by using the isNaN function. So that is the catch here. And if the parseInt and parseFloats are same, that means the original number is an integer number. And if they are not same, that means the int has returned only the integer section, and float additionally contains the fractional part also. So in that situation, C should not be equal to D. But yes, it is still a number. So that is what I am using here. And if one of the conditions here is wrong, so we'll safely go and print out that it is not a number at all. So it is error in the input. Try this, and in the next video I'll show you one more solution to the same problem definition.